I told you. And by the way, this is a live stream. You can see the comments now, so they'll be appearing on the left side. But we told you. We told you so. We're just letting everybody get in. What's up, LL? We're going to get rolling here in a second. I see they're rolling things out very slowly. Yeah, I'm good. Well, that's what happens when you use audio. They sometimes spell things wrong. I'm glad they took care of you. They ain't been taking care of everybody else. Well, there's been a massive problem. And because there's been a massive problem, Tyronn Lue won't be on the sidelines for the rest of the season. LeBron went public yesterday talking about his health issues as Lue sat out the Chicago game, the whole rest of the Chicago game, rather. So because of it, because they did that and took that measure, Lue was kicked out. I'm glad you took that approach and told them you need your notification. See, if people did that, they should be getting theirs. Because it made no sense why you weren't getting them in the first place. Everybody needs to take that approach if they're not getting their notifications. Absolutely, because once LeBron went public yesterday, that's why I was like, why would you throw your coach under the bus? That's like him going public with Kevin Love's illness before Kevin Love did it. He went public with the illness without even talking, without even having a conversation with Lou. He didn't even have a conversation with him before he went public with dude's illness. How are you going to go public with his illness before he does? That was a scumbag move. So now you knew today when they come to shoot around, the first question they're gonna ask him is, okay, what's up with the news of with the illness and everything. So Luke talked with Kobe, the general manager, and if they thought it would be best if he sits out, because he still got chest pains and everything else going through his injury. I mean, his illness, and he's getting lack of sleep. So they said, well, you know what? We need you to just go ahead and take that seat for the rest of the season. Now, noticeable, remember they lost in Portland? Remember LeBron and Lue was arguing on the sideline? Lue's now gone, ain't he? I ain't say they was practicing. I said they was at shoot around. Nah, LeBron gonna coach the rest of the season. It's over. Myron Jones, do you think this is not LeBron James' fault? That's the shock. How could you think this is not his fault? Myron, let's say you're sick, right? Not fully. How's it not fully his fault? If you're sick and you got an illness and you didn't tell anybody about the illness outside of the team, whose responsibility is it to tell the illness to somebody and report it? Is it that person or is it somebody else on the team? It came down to somebody else on the team. LeBron yesterday went ahead and told the press that Tyronn Lue's illness is partially the reason the Cavs are distracted. When you say that in an interview, the very next day, he has to step down. Tyronn Lue had never told anybody about his illness, like in the rest of the world. Now, that's going to be the main question the whole media world ask him today. Myron, he wasn't supposed to speak on that man's illness. If that man don't talk about his illness, you can't talk about his illness. When Kevin Love came out and told people about that he was sick, did anybody on the team go out and tell everybody Kevin Love's illness? No, they waited till Kevin Love talked about it. He created the situation. If LeBron did not open his mouth and say what he did, this situation wouldn't be happening right now. Y'all remember they just had that little spat on the sidelines over in Boston. I mean in Portland. He's not fired. What he is relieved for the rest of the season. Can't fire a guy because he's sick. Well, let's see if they win now that they don't have to worry about the health of Tyronn Lue. To me, it's extremely disappointing. It's very disappointing to hear. The Pistons are disappointing. Yes, they're having a disappointing season. No, don't send them to Detroit. Thanks for the donation. Well, in case you guys missed the live yesterday, a lot of people probably did. LeBron James went down and did an interview and spoke on the health issues of Tyronn Lue. And it put a lot of pressure on the organization to have to do something with Tyronn Lue now. Because the media was going to hound this man with questions about his illness. We should be. I don't get it. Why would we be even considering doing something like that? LeBron did a Rihanna. It was Blatt's job. No, one of the main issues was the fact that they were both on different levels. You know, um, Tyronn Lue and the rest of the team decided it would be in their best interest to step aside, and he probably was going to do that. He was trying to get through the season and the playoffs so that he can go ahead and deal with his situation and his treatment, and he was doing it privately. But out of all the games they played this season, this has happened only 3 times. LeBron felt that this was too much and he needed to go on and get his health issues taken care of. So, of course, the general manager agreed, and Ty Lue was out. He's resting. Well, we're going to see what they really truly decide on who should be head coach. He's not fired. Well, it's like this. Larry Drew's going to be stepping away. I mean, he's going to be stepping in now. So now LeBron has another inexperienced coach to deal with.
Need to take the time to reset and replenish.
James Jones is the new coach.
Not sure exactly what it is. Just know that before coming out in the second half, he wasn't feeling well. And we thought there was a chance that he would come out, but he just wasn't feeling well enough to come out. So, we had to just keep going.
Is that impacting the team? What are you feeling with?
I don't know if it's impacting the team. I think, particularly at this stage of the season, this is a, last day of a 13-day road trip. Certainly some elements are going to come up. As a head, you wear a lot of hats. You have a lot of responsibilities, and sometimes these things they come up. They're unavoidable. You just have to deal with it. But as a staff, if he's not filling up the part, we have to.
Oh, with TNTV, I see the cable box still on. It'll stay on all night if you don't turn it on.
Yeah, we doing that.
I really don't think of it like that, to be perfectly honest. Like I said, I know, having been in the game as long as I've been in it, I've been in situations where, coaches have had problems or issues or whatever. And as an assistant, as an associate head, it's always, it's your job to stay ready. And, these type of things do come up. You have to be ready to step in.
You guys gave, you limited Denzel to 6 in the fourth quarter. He had 17 in the third. Was there an adjustment there?
Well, we did a lot more switching. We tried to make more of a conscious effort. I thought George Hill did a good job. Once I put him back in the game, he made a conscious effort of really staying locked into him. And then later toward the end of the game, we started switching, trying to deny him the ball. But Valentine, he had a phenomenal game. He did. He shot the ball well, drove it. We just want to make a conscious effort, making sure we had a body open every opportunity we had.
What did you see from LeBron the way he closed things out?
LeBron, that's LeBron. He's been doing that for us all year. Close game, we put the ball in his hands. We run some actions, particularly pick and rolls, and his ability to get to the basket, and then when he's shooting that fadeaway shot and he's making that, he's almost impossible to guard.
Did you find something on the offensive end with Jordan Clarkson at these corner threes?
Yeah, when we have shooters out on the floor, and we know with LeBron, we know that he's basically going to get downhill against anybody. He can turn the corner against anybody, and he is such a willing passer that if guys are open, he's going to get them the ball. And JC hit a big three in front of their bench late in the game. They're just spotting up. Bron came up with a pick and roll, and JC's man kind of sagged just enough, and Bron found him and he knocked down a big three. It was a 4-point play.
You had all these injuries on this trip, but as of right now, you're in third, which is where you were when you left.
Right.
So what do you make of the last 12 days and 6 games?
I call this a very successful trip. That's what I call it. Given the circumstances of what we had to endure on this road trip, minus Kevin, minus Tristan early, and then we're losing Jetty, losing Rodney Hood as well, and then Larry Nance going down. To be out on the road for 13 days, 6 games, you come back 3-3. I call it a very successful trip. Everybody good? All right. Thanks.
So there you have it. Now here's LeBron talking about like he's surprised what happened after he caused all this to happen.
Not surprised by it at all.
Could you sense that throughout the course of this year that he was certainly struggling with something and it was causing him to not be himself?
Well, I knew he was struggling, but he was never not himself. He was just dealing with it the best way he could. But he was never not himself. When he was around, obviously, once he leave the gym and things of that nature, when he goes home and things we don't know. But he was, the same every single day, even though he was going through what he was going through.
What impact is this going to have moving forward?
We're gonna find out. But obviously, it's a tough. It's like losing one of your best players. Obviously, a guy that's the, pretty much the captain of our ship and has run the thing for the last 3 years. But everyone has to step up, and we have coaches in place that's ready for that challenge, and we have to do our job as players as well. But like I said, the health is most important, and we look forward to when he comes back.
I apologize, I missed your first answer. Have you had any interaction with him since this decision was made?
No, I just found out about it before shooter eyes. So I'm new to it like that.
What was Larry's message? Did Larry have a huddle or
No.
Anything else, guys?
What is the biggest difference, do you think, with, Ty is a voice that you guys have heard for so long, and some of his style and the things that he likes to do and all that kind of stuff. Like, what's the biggest difference with changing that at this point of the season and having him in the voice?
Well, listen, our coaches are all on the same page, so, the voice changed, but the message should still be the same, obviously. So I think our coach is gonna pick up, right where T. Lue has left him. The best possible chance for us to succeed. Obviously, it's a different thing, but we should be prepared, and we gotta go out and do our job.
Well, what do you sense or see when you look at the remaining schedule for this team opportunity? And you're always one to remain there. You feel that with your guys' list.
We got 12 games. Today's game 70. Health, both as the players and the coaches, is the most important for our team. And I think everything else take care of itself. So we just put in some work these last few weeks to the regular season and see what happens.
It's been that kind of a season. It's kind of been one thing after another all year. This is just kind of the latest bump in the road. Do you think all the adversity has hardened the team a little bit? Made it easier to accept this kind of blow?
It's just been the way it's been. So just take it for what it is and get better every day.
Is Coach Lue different, like in-game demeanor? Is he notice a big difference?
It's been 2 games since I coached Lue, 1 game and a half.
But I mean, he's been around for a while.
Yeah, but it's a totally different thing. It's totally different, so we're gonna find out. But he's been a head coach in this league before, the previous year, so he has experience and he's in place, and we look forward to it.
Anticipating Kevin's return this week. Just again, what impact are you hoping that will have heading down the stretch?
Well, I mean, listen, anytime we can get another body, and then you add the fact that it's Kevin Love, it definitely helps our team out tremendously. So, he brings in 20 and 10, and someone who's been in it with me the last 4 years, so I know what to expect out of him every night he step on the floor, when he's in uniform. So, definitely helps me out, helps the team out as well.
Have you ever had an experience where, a coach could see the toll, job is taking on him? Even going back to when he started playing.
Yeah. But, like I said, health is the most important thing in life. It doesn't matter what's going on. Here I know we play a great sport, and our coaches get to coach a great sport, and you guys get to cover a great sport, but health is most important, and that's what our coach is doing right now, and we're all in favor of it.
You mentioned health, man. You're at the top of your game right now. Balling out 15 years in the league. You know what I'm saying? So, how are you feeling? Right now?
I feel great. So, I'll be playing my 7th consecutive game tonight. Hopefully I can continue that for the rest of the season, Ronald. I'm always available for my teammates every night, but it takes one day at a time. Starting with tonight, and we're going from there. So I'll be available for my teammates tonight, and that's what I care about most importantly.
Talked about your leadership role on this team and the responsibility that you bear. Does this increase it? Does it change it at all? Now with Coach Lue temporarily sidelined, you have to be more of a vocal leader, less so?
Have you heard my voice this year? I can't be more of a vocal leader. I won't have one at that point. I'm doing my part. And more.
And that's that.
Breaking news out of the NBA. Tyronn Lue is stepping away from coaching the team for the time being. This announcement came 2 days after Lue remained in the locker room for the second half of the team's win against the Bulls. Associate head coach Larry Drew will take over. Lue releasing the following statement. After many conversations with our doctors and Kobe and much thought given to what is best for the team and my health, I need to step back from coaching for the time being and focus on trying to establish a stronger and healthier foundation from which to coach for the rest of the season. I've had chest pains and other troubling symptoms compounded by a loss of sleep throughout the year. Despite a battery of tests, there's been no conclusion as to what the exact issue is. While I've tried to work through it, the last thing I want is to affect the team. I'm going to use this time to focus on a prescribed routine and medication, which has previously been difficult to start in the midst of a season. My goal is to come out stronger and a healthier version of myself so I can continue to lead this team to the championship we are all working towards. I greatly appreciate Dan Gilbert, Kobe Altman, our medical team, and the organization's support throughout. Stephen A.? What will this mean for the Cavs?
Well, I think it's a good thing, to be quite honest with you. Tyronn Lue has been, he's had questionable health for quite some time. Those of us in the NBA community, we've been well aware of this. Not all the specifics, but we knew that there had been numerous problems with his health. Periodically, people have questioned, heart issues and what have you, although we didn't know definitively. And out of respect for him, we haven't discussed it. We didn't really report on it ad nauseum or anything like that. If you recall, I had alluded to it months ago, but we left it alone. That's his personal business, and that's certainly someplace that we didn't want to go. Even LeBron James was talking about it the other day, and while he was talking to the media, he had stopped short because he said he didn't feel comfortable getting into it too in depth because that was his place to do it, not LeBron James himself. And so, people that cover the NBA, this is not a secret. We've all been hearing about some health issues involving Tyronn Lue for quite some time. I can tell you that there were a couple of moments this year where there were people who were very, very close to him were incredibly scared because he just didn't seem right health-wise. He knew it, they knew it, and when drama would take place within the Cleveland Cavaliers organization, the kind of personality that he has, his willingness to take the bull by the horn and just address matters matter-of-factly with no fear whatsoever, he appeared at times to be a bit reluctant to partake of those issues simply because the stress could potentially have an effect on him health-wise. And so, again, we all knew this is not a surprise, but he's a great guy. He's a damn good coach. We wish him nothing but the best in terms of his health.
Yep. So that's it. He's stepping out. And we wish him the best. Too bad LeBron pushed you out. Loving it, Sean. Having a great time. Well, you saw it. Lou started getting small. He started disappearing. Yeah, Brian always come in here and lowball me. But I appreciate it. He did push him out. Brian pushed him out. He opened up on it in the interview yesterday, talking about the man's illness. Now he's out. It's no coincidence. It was distracting the team. The other coach, who's now Larry Drew, didn't think it was a distraction to the team. But LeBron thought it's a distraction to the team, meaning that he wanted him out. And this comes out that he was fighting on the sidelines. Tell the wife I said hi. And this is why he's gone. Mm-hmm. Yep. So now that happened, it's all said and done. That happened, and next thing you know, it's all over. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I'm out.